Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Gosh, you just want to shake that man's hand. I can't wait for that story. The interview is incredible. The video at the time was heartbreaking. It's a big story coming up.
Well, normally they say don't get involved,
Yes.
but he probably saved this Edmonds officer's life. You're going to hear all the details in just a moment. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for choosing News 9. We got a lot to talk about weather-wise.
We do. It's been a rainy week, and it looks like it's going to continue that way. Let's get over to Lacey Swope in the Bob Mills Weather Center. Hey, Lacey.
Good morning, guys. That is the view right now. If you're about to head out in Oklahoma City, downtown, the cloud deck, really low right now, just at the tops of the buildings. Can't even see the top of the Devon Tower. Temperatures are in the 60s. We have drizzle, light rain. Some of the roadways are damp. There's no ponding or standing water. We have some heavier showers coming in from the west and a few thunderstorms going on back in the far northwest. So let's zoom it in here on Next Gen Live. You can see the showers right now from Kingfisher to downtown, back to Okemah. Heavier rain coming into Moore. This is going to come into Norman. It goes down to Rush Springs. We've been showing you the shot from our Lex Stanfield all morning long. He's been in and out of the drizzle and the light rain, and we'll be checking in with him as we go through the hour. Here are the sprinkles along Highway 62 from Forest Park to Choctaw to Woods. Drizzle from McLeod to New Walla. Drizzle right now across the north. Edmond, you're going to get some light rain. And if we take a broader look at things, there are a few heavier downpours for sure once you get along Highway 81 and now approaching Newcastle, down to Blanchard, down to Chickasha. Pockets of heavy rain within that. And it's moving at about 25 miles per hour. So it's going to rain for about an hour and then it will end. That goes all the way down to Purdy and Katy, back down to basically the Red River. And then a few thunderstorms coming in from the northwest with some heavy downpours there. Your hour by hour forecast on your Wednesday from the 60s to the 70s this afternoon. Still below average, but with a little sunshine. In full weather, we're talking thunderstorm chances tomorrow, who could see severe weather and another cold front coming up.
Lacey, thank you. New tribal charges are now filed against a man accused of setting a McLean County deputy's house on fire. The Chickasaw Nation confirms that Austin Reeves is charged with second-degree burglary and possessing stolen property. He's also facing several federal charges, including arson in Indian country. Reeves is due back in Chickasaw Nation District Court next month. Meanwhile, a Stillwater man, Jesse Butler, pleads no contest, that is, to 11 charges, including rape, assault, and battery. Investigators say that victim told a school resource officer that Butler physically and sexually abused them. Butler was 17 when that abuse happened. He's been sentenced as a youthful offender to 78 years.
A Mustang police officer is recovering this morning. Police say he was assaulted by a student at Mustang High School yesterday. Mustang school officials tell News 9 it started when that student became upset and assaulted a school staff member. Police were then called to the school. The student was taken into custody. Mustang Public Schools says there is no ongoing threat at the school at this time. We're learning the name of the man killed in southwest Oklahoma City Monday morning. Police say Jermaine Hamilton was stabbed during a fight inside an apartment near Southwest 15th and Portland. Officers intervened and interviewed, I should say, and released the person of interest there at the scene. So it is now up to the district attorney to file any charges.
The Oklahoma Highway Patrol is reminding drivers to please drive safely after 16 people were killed on Oklahoma roads over the weekend. 5 of those were children, including students at Elk City and Dover Public Schools. Troopers say drivers must always maintain a safe distance and use their signals. They should also be mindful of their speed when the weather changes. And most importantly, put down your cell phone. OHP says good habits can save lives.
We just get back to the basics of driving. I think we can see these fatalities across Oklahoma go down.
OHP also says people should drive UTVs with extra care and wear safety equipment like a helmet when on those.
6:05 your time right now. Let's get a check of traffic as you're heading out the door this morning. We'll take a look at our OCCC cam there on your top left, our Norman cam, Blanchard, and our Mathis cam. So far, they all kind of look the same. It's a little bit hazy out there, a little bit drizzly. So keep in mind, some of those roadways could be wet as you're heading out the door this morning. But so far, no major incidents that are going to slow you down on the major interstates this morning as you're heading out the door. But as always, take your time, buckle up, drive safely. A Midwest City man who won The Biggest Loser reality weight loss show. That was 16 years ago. He's now sharing his story in a new Netflix documentary.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's called Fit for TV, the reality of The Biggest Loser. News 9's Kylee Dedmond spoke with him about revisiting his weight loss journey for that Netflix show. Kylee, good morning.
Robin, good morning. Danny Cahill from right here in Midwest City. He's not here to work out this time. Instead, he's here to work through the story that changed his life forever. He's front and center as one of the show's main stars. I sat down with him to talk about the highs, the struggles, and the motivation it takes to be a part of a journey watched by millions.
I lost 239 pounds in 6 months, 3 weeks, and 5 days. I won The Biggest Loser. I was the world champion of weight loss. I knew everything. Apparently not, because here I am. The last week and a half, 2 weeks has been hectic.
Midwest City's own Danny Cahill is back in the limelight. He's back on screen, but not to break a sweat, just to weigh in on his time on The Biggest Loser on Netflix's top-ranked show in the world.
It's been 16 years since I was on it, and it's been, what, 8 years since it was on? Did America care anymore? I think they do, because America, this is a struggle America has. Everybody struggles with something, and a lot of America struggle with their weight.
Cahill won season 8 of The Biggest Loser back in 2009.
What I was most scared about was just the judgment that was going to come. I'm freaked out because I'm 340 pounds. I didn't know I was that heavy. I thought I was about 300.
While the weight loss, then gained, transformed his body and confidence, Cahill says it was the friendships built along the way that left the biggest impact. During his season, he became close with contestant Tracy Yukich. She, too, got reached out by an executive producer for the documentary. Cahill says if it wasn't for her, he would have passed this up.
So when she said, "I'll only do it if you'll do it," that's when I said, you know what? There's a story still to be told, and we're going to do this thing. And I'm so glad that we did.
Cahill says he was approached about the documentary last summer. Netflix flew him out to Los Angeles, where he had a day and a half filled with interviews.
I mean, I never knew it was going to be on there, and my emotions were all over the page.
Now he says he's proud of his journey, no matter the number on the scale, and grateful the documentary captured his story just the way he hoped.
I think Netflix did a great job with what they had and what they got to tell a complete story.
Even with the screaming, the crying, and the weakness of almost passing out, he tells me that when he looks back on his journey of The Biggest Loser, he says it's one of the best and most fun times of his life. Guys.
Kylee, thanks so much. I actually got to watch this, and I thought he did a great job. How vulnerable was he with you even about gaining the weight back?
Yeah, he was telling me that about 4 years after the show, he still, was slim and was able to work out and keep that weight off. But he said about year 5 was when he really started to put it back on. And he was saying that he was just constantly traveling, whether it was for speaking events or working out events or just events in general. He said it was hard to eat healthy constantly on the road. He said that whenever the producers reached out to him, he was telling me that he was so unsure about it because he was afraid of the scrutiny since he did gain all that weight back. And you could tell in that interview that he was even started to break down and cry just a little bit, talking about it and talking about the friendships that he had with Tracy. Again, if it wasn't for Tracy talking to him, he wouldn't have gone through with this because, like he even said, it's his story that he wants to be shared and that he wants to tell his story. So he was very vulnerable about it, but again, he wanted to share his story.
So does he regret participating in the documentary, or is he glad that he did it?
Oh, he is 100% glad he did it. He was telling me that looking back on the documentary that he's happy that he went through with it, and he said that he would do it again all over again. And even before the documentary, he still has very fond memories. He was telling me that he also, before the documentary came out, about 10 years or so after his time, that he would still be talking with the coaches, Jillian and Bob, that he still has their contacts. And at one point, he even flew out to LA and got lunch with Jillian, and she was getting her nails done, and he was just sitting there with her, watching her. But he still has those connections, even with those coaches all these years later.
He's fun to follow on Facebook for sure. He's wears his heart on his sleeve. Kylie, thank you.
Yeah, Kylie, thanks. I know that show, for so many of us, we loved watching because you love to see people taking those steps. But when you do it so rapidly and without building the habits, sometimes you just wonder if people are able to keep up. And we're wishing him the best. He's starting his health journey again, and as a result of this documentary. So we love that. We love to see that.
He's very endearing. That's
yes, absolutely.
All right, we're gonna switch gears. It's 6:11 on a Wednesday. Before you go, you definitely want to hear that forecast. We got rain moving in the metro right now, Lace.
We do. More drizzle, more light rain. We've got thunderstorms we're tracking in northwest Oklahoma. If you're about to head out, roads are becoming damp once again. There's some drizzle. We're in the 60s currently. We're going to stay in the 60s through mid-morning, and rain chances are the highest they'll be right now through about 8, 9 o'clock. Then they start to come on down. We look dry this afternoon. We'll talk about your Wednesday afternoon forecast. Who sees sunshine coming up?
Also ahead, Cracker Barrel cracks, going back to basics. Plus, have you heard it's the biggest engagement of the century so far? Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Your top national stories are next.
Yeah, I beg to differ.
Can't stop, won't stop, bus stop forecast.
Yeah, there you go.
I think we should officially rebrand it to that.
Yeah.
The can't stop, won't stop,
it.
bus stop forecast.
There you go.
Why not?
It's going to be a little soggy out there this morning, though. That's for sure for those kiddos.
Kind of the
at
trend
bus
this
stop.
week.
It has been. Every morning we've had rain somewhere here in the metro off and on for the kiddos heading into school. This morning is no different. It's not as heavy. There's some drizzle, some light rain. And so for the kiddos that are heading out, this is kind of what will greet you. See the sprinkles on the lens there of our news tracker, Stephen Owsley, Lex Sandfield, are out for you on the highways, the interstates. No ponding. The rain has been light enough that at times the roads are damp, but you will definitely notice this. It is soggy. It's drizzly. The clouds are here. We're socked in across the metro, across many areas of Oklahoma. So let me show you the bus stop forecast. Temperatures are in the upper 60s. Rain chances likely to start the day. Midday, recess, slight chance of rain down to 30% by 11 a.m. And coming home, we may have some sunshine around, and it will be about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. That still only puts us in the 60s. Yesterday was a record-tying day in Oklahoma City with an afternoon high of only 68 degrees. It'll be warmer today. In fact, it'll be hot in southwest Oklahoma. This morning, we're tracking rain. We've been doing it every day down to the south, through the metro. Currently, the heaviest of rain is in the Panhandle, and the rain extends all the way back into New Mexico. So it's going to rain for quite some time across northern Oklahoma. The window for rain in the metro is from now through about 8, 9 o'clock, and then it really starts to come down, and we look dry this afternoon. This is a live look across the state. Very spotty showers, but if we zoom it in and really dial in next gen where you have the light blue, that's drizzle. So we've got some drizzle, a few showers out near Sundance Airport, over on the Kilpatrick, a few showers up near Deer Creek, headed up to Oak Tree, light rain from Woods to McLeod, Shawnee. You're going to get the light rain moving back in. You already had some sprinkles earlier. And Norman, the rain is creeping in. It goes back to Newcastle, Blanchard, back to Amber, Middleburg, Chickasha, moving at about 25 miles per hour. So while this batch of rain extends down to Purdy, that's going to cross I-35. So if you're traveling southbound, you're going to have the rain for quite a while. In fact, it goes all the way down to Texas, but it is moving to the east. More heavy rain from Arnett, moving into Vici, Leedy, Sharon, right along Highway 64 from Alva to Freedom, all the way back into the Panhandle. Still a little lightning and thunder going on in the northwest. No thunder, no lightning in the metro. We are just socked in with the stratiform rain, we call it. Low cloud cover and overcast will hold us for several hours today. 67, rain chances the highest now. Mid-morning, it's all about northern Oklahoma, and eventually that crosses 35. Lower mid-60s, but take a look in the northeast once again. Some low 50s to kick off the day. There is a chill in the air. That fall feel is real. It is with us again. Winds are out of the southeast. So today we get a south wind, but tomorrow a cold front, so it doesn't last. We get hot. 80 in Clinton, but 86 in Hobart, Lawton 89, 90 in Altus today. Clouds and rain continue to the east. You're going to be significantly cooler this afternoon. Light rain for a while before more storms take off in the Panhandle. So there goes the rain this morning. Look at the cloud cover here on Future Next Gen, starting to clear on out. We'll get partly cloudy skies in the metro later today. by the late afternoon, evening before more rain filters in tonight. And then tomorrow, another front moves in. What we've got to watch for is what the morning rain does to the position of the front for the afternoon. And that's not locked in. Some data fires thunderstorms tomorrow after 4 or 5 o'clock south of I-44. Some data fires that north of I-44. We'll just have to see how it shakes out. But storms tomorrow could pack a punch with some wind and hail. Tonight, 60s. 30% chance of rain in the metro tonight. Higher chances up to the north. Tomorrow, lower mid 70s, 80s in the metro. Thursday looks much warmer, but again, our average is 90, so we can get a lot hotter. 90s down in southwest Oklahoma tomorrow, and then storm chances still take off and press to the south. We'll watch for storms initially to be severe. Could have some wind gusts 60 to 65 miles per hour. And tomorrow's the big day in Stillwater. So many tens of thousands of folks will be outdoors to kick off the start of football season. 76 degrees for tailgaters, low 70s by the fourth quarter, and guys, rain chances only 20%. Not completely zero for the game. Then on Friday, 73. OU plays at home Saturday. Slight chance of rain early Saturday, but by the game time, it looks dry. 80 on Sunday, 82 Labor Day, and another cold front next week. Back to you.
President Trump is planning to revive the practice of neighborhood checks to vet immigrants applying for U.S. citizenship. According to a memo obtained by CBS, this process could include interviews with an applicant's neighbors and coworkers to vouch for their character and their patriotism.
Well, Cracker Barrel decides to return to its original old-time logo after the new one caused public backlash. Cracker Barrel thanked customers for their feedback, adding, "We said we would listen, and we have." That didn't take very long, did it?
I think it's Uncle Herschel is the guy's name.
That's right.
He's back.
I don't know how I'm supposed to read this.
Just
I think it's a
like,
reference.
you want me to do it?
Are you ready for it?
Are you ready for it?
Oh, I was going to read it like, "Are you ready?"
No, it's
okay, I didn't know that. Okay. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, they're officially engaged. Yes, the pop star and the Chiefs tight end, and might I add, Super Bowl winning tight end, announced their engagement yesterday on Instagram. Travis's dad actually revealed the two were engaged earlier this month. Waiting for the right news cycle, no doubt. This was back in their home in Missouri.
Beautiful pictures.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations. Hey, time to look at our Wednesday traffic this morning. Hey, this is a live look from one of our ODOT cameras at I-44 and Southwest 29th. If you look close, you can kind of see the traffic lights are flashing off and on. It might be causing something there on the off ramps. So just a heads up there on the southwest side of the metro.
I have rods in my legs and screws right here somewhere. And then my pelvis was broken.
1 month after a horrific motorcycle crash nearly took his life, a Mustang high school student walks out of the hospital. His mom says he is a miracle. You'll hear his story coming up. Welcome back. A horrific crash leaves a 15-year-old Mustang high school student seriously injured after he was hit while riding his motorcycle.
Well, just over a month later, that same teen walks out of the hospital. Pretty incredible. Ryder Van Oy's mother says this is a miracle because police had told her at the time her son probably wouldn't survive. Ryder suffered a traumatic brain injury and broke several bones, including his pelvis. But he has made tremendous progress, and his mom is so grateful.
It is absolutely a miracle. Yes. Coming into the hospital, well, I stand a lot on my faith, so I was pretty confident that we were going to come out of this, even no matter what the report said.
Ryder is just so strong. Look at him going as they cheer him on. Ryder says he hopes to be able to work and drive again sometime within the next year.
Wow, what a tough kid.
Oh, my goodness. What a testimony he'll have, right?
Absolutely. We are rooting for you, Ryder. Love it. Let's get to the outdoor forecast. Lacey Swope standing by in the Bob Mills Weather Center. Hey, Lacey.
Good morning. Tracking rain once again on your Wednesday morning. Some drizzle in the metro, heavier downpours to the south, moving into more Norman, down 35. A few thunderstorms in the northwest, and we have another cold front that swings in tomorrow, guys. Future Next Gen showing widespread rain and storms, maybe severe weather tomorrow. For your Wednesday, here's what you should expect. 70s with partly cloudy skies later today. We'll talk about those additional storm chances and that next cold front coming up.
Did you think I might be putting myself in danger?
No.
didn't go through my head.
Boy, a story you don't want to miss. Still ahead, a Good Samaritan comes to the aid of an Edmond police officer after he's stabbed by a suspect. Our Lacie Monahan shares that man's story and asks why he rushed into action. Back after this.
You're watching Oklahoma's own News 9 this morning.
It is 6:30 on the dot, and good morning, Blanchard, America. Yep, folks get an early jump there, right there on Main Street in Blanchard. Roads are wet across a good portion of the metro. We've been watching the weather kind of change this morning, kind of through that drive time. Things will be kind of a little sloppy out there.
Yes, but they say rain is a good thing. That's what they say. We've gotten a lot of it, certainly. We've needed it. And in the Bob Mills Weather Center, Lacey's been watching it. Lacie, good morning. Good morning, guys. Yeah, Next Gen Live's been fired up on our sky cams across the region. You can see the rain around, low cloud cover, roads are damp, showers moving through. In some areas, it's just drizzle, and some areas are completely dry. Let me show you a live look right now across the metro. This is looking at the Mathis cam, and you can see the intersection there. That's the Amarillo Junction. Traffic is flowing just fine, and definitely the hustle and bustle of your Wednesday morning commute is picking up. Roads are becoming damp with the drizzle. In some areas, they're wet, where we have heavier showers. It's 67 degrees. There's the rain to the west, down to the south, back across northwest Oklahoma. Widespread rain in the Panhandle. I'll show you where that's headed in a minute. But zooming in, taking a closer look here on Next Gen, the light blue is the drizzle. New showers going up back over Lake Hefner to the Village. That's going to spread back over downtown. Showers across the north and then down to the south from Hayday to Norman to Newcastle and Middleburg. More dry. The bulk of this that I'm showing you is going to press south of Moore. That's headed to Noble, Purcell, Wayne, Paola, all going to get another round of moderate to pockets of heavy rain, and then it'll press on by. You'll be dry the rest of the day after that moves through. Meanwhile, in the northwest, widespread rain, a few thunderstorms out near Visay, and that's going to move across northern Oklahoma. We're in the 60s, some 50s in the northeast, and later today, guys, 79 versus 90 in the southwest. Another cold front tomorrow, and it might bring some severe storms. I'll break down the timing and the impacts of that cold front coming up.
Your time now, 6:32 on a Wednesday morning. Here's a live look on the Lucky Star Skycam network. You can kind of tell there's drizzle out there right now. We're checking the roadways, and so far, no crashes to report, and we're not even seeing any slowdowns right now for your morning drive. So that's a live look at all the different interstates in the metro. We'll check again in the next 10 minutes.
Well, it happened in Edmond. Ambushed at a traffic stop, an Edmond police officer quickly found himself in a life or death struggle with a suspect.
Yeah, that scene rapidly unfolded near 15th and Broadway. This was back in May. Now, for the first time, that stranger who jumped in to help is telling our Lisa Monahan what happened. Lisa joins us this morning. Hey, Lisa.
Yeah, the attack took seconds, Colby. The officer blinded by pepper spray and backup nowhere in sight. He had to fight for his life, but he didn't fight alone. Help arrived unexpectedly. A stranger willing to risk his own safety to save the officer. The video may be difficult for some to watch, but it does reveal what compelled this stranger to jump into action.
1724 South Broadway. Coming north on Broadway.
At the time of day,
I mean, what was it, 5, 7, 10 minutes, something like that?
when traffic is a slow go, the last thing anyone wants to do is stop.
I didn't even think about it.
Unless you're Brian Schulte.
And I'm just driving by.
As long as it's paid. And the rush this time is not on the road.
I guess when your adrenaline's up like that and you don't really feel time the same way. It happens so fast.
Brian's head is still spinning over all that he witnessed.
You can see the knife right there.
The flash of a blade.
This is probably where you got stabbed.
The sound of struggle. As a suspect attacked Officer Caleb Hodem in the middle of a traffic stop.
The guy was just giving somebody a warning, and all of a sudden he's fighting for his life.
Blindsided and bleeding,
694, start medical.
Officer Hodem managed to call for help.
ALS, this is PD 1724 South Broadway.
But at the rush hour, backup might take minutes to arrive.
God, it's hard to see that whole thing.
What was a blur to Brian in the moment is now clear on video. How fast it happened and why he didn't hesitate to help.
Said, I gotta go. And by this time they were on the ground, scuffling pretty hard.
He didn't know the officer. Stop! He didn't know the suspect. Ocean Hudson.
Just do me a favor, man.
in my life.
But he knew both were in trouble.
Somebody had to help him, I think, and I happened to be right there. I said, "You need some help," and the officer said,
"Yes, we need to take the knife away from him."
Hear the urgency in his voice, so I tried to get there as quick as possible.
Can you do me this favor?
Officer Hodem was managing to hold off his attacker, but couldn't see.
I couldn't believe that he had the upper hand in that situation. I think he knew he was hurt, but he didn't have a choice but to fight.
Now, with 2 fights underway,
Sir, drop it.
One for the officer's gun,
Sir, drop it.
the other for the knife in Hudson's grip.
Please, don't hurt anybody.
Brian could see the suspect had no plans to surrender.
Shoot me, man. I got nothing to live for. 22? Yes, you do, buddy. You have everything to live for. No. Yes. I'm supposed to be in prison today.
As soon as I heard that, it made me immediately sad. I couldn't believe I was hearing something like that. I mean, I realized he was trying to do the suicide by cop thing.
He didn't know how to respond.
Sir, drop it.
That's the only thing I could think was hold him down. Don't let him get up. And I think that's the only thing. I mean, he was fighting for the cop's gun and everything.
Brian had no training, but gut instinct led him to step on the suspect's hand.
But I ain't doing that. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Back where it happened at the corner of 15th and Broadway, he can retrace every step.
I had him down with my foot on him like this and my hand pinning it down. He lost his grip and I grabbed the knife right here. At that point, I stepped back away and I threw the knife a good distance away.
But he'd noticed the knife was covered in blood, and he could see Officer Hodem was hurting more than he'd let on.
I've never seen that much blood come out of a human being before, and I really didn't think he was going to make it.
You okay?
Fortunately, backup arrived.
694, start medical.
I got him. I got him. Get up. Get up. You need help. You need help, sir.
With Brian's help, Ocean Hudson was tased.
Tase him, dude. Tase him.
Cuffed and placed under arrest for the attack.
Brought his arm around to get him in cuffs.
And Officer Hodem was rushed to the hospital.
God, I hope he's going to be okay. That's all I could think about. It was a horrible sight. I mean, I don't ever want to see anything like that again.
Brian prayed Officer Hodem would recover. Nothing else seemed to matter.
When I heard he was out, it was a huge relief. Thank God. It's by the grace of God that he's okay.
Life goes on, the rush resumes, and most will forget what happened here. But not Brian.
Most of the time, they're there to help you. Glad I could be there to help him out.
To help an officer in his time of need.
Drop it, sir.
I think that I was there at the right time, right place, right time.
Don't hurt anybody.
Brian does not think he did anything special and isn't looking for recognition. He says that should go to Officer Hodem.
Drop it.
That's the kind of guy that you want for this job, right there.
Yes, sir.
What a powerhouse of a human being he is.
He only hopes someday to stop again, just long enough.
And I'd love to shake his hand. Would love to.
Get him help.
What a rush that would be.
Anything else I can do? Come back here.
Now, Brian Schulte gave his statement to police. He expects to testify as needed for the prosecution. Meanwhile, Officer Caleb Hodem has returned to work. He's been honored by both at the state capitol and in the city. Schulte said this all ended the right way, but certainly it could have been worse.
Do you think he'll actually get that chance to meet the officer and shake his hand?
He certainly would like to. You know, I spoke with the Edmond police chief. They said they like to be able to facilitate that. They were sort of waiting for Officer Hodem to, you know, mentally recover from what occurred and to get back to work. And we do know he's back to work, so that is really the best outcome.
I just thought it was so amazing. Here he's saving the officer's life and telling a man you have a right to live, you have something to live for.
Yeah, he said that he was so young. He said, don't throw your life away. Don't mess it up any more than you already have. Of course, he said at that time he didn't know that Ocean Hudson had a criminal history and that he was going to be in court
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, his preliminary hearing here in Oklahoma County is set for tomorrow morning. Of course, he also has charges stemming from Canadian County for child porn and things of this nature, which is what they say led up to this. It was sort of a premeditated attack.
So interesting, because so many times they say, don't jump in, don't help us, and that's literally what probably saved the officer's life in this case.
You're right. We hear that time and time again. I think if you apply a bit of common sense in this particular situation, no one was there to help this officer. He couldn't see.
Bleeding.
And it would have ended differently. And he said he was respectful. He said, can I help? Officer said yes. And then, how can I help? He said that officer was in control. You could tell his training was at work, and he just did whatever the officer told him.
That's a really incredible story, Lisa.
Yeah, I'm glad he trusted his gut instinct to get in there and do something.
Absolutely.
Lisa Monahan, good story. Thanks for the update. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, got to switch gears. 6:40, get over to the Bob Mills Weather Center. Lacey, how we looking this morning?
Hey guys, we are tracking showers on Next Gen Live. Some light rain, some drizzle. It's another soggy start in the morning commute. It is wet. We'll check in with our team of news trackers, get you updated on the roadways. There's Next Gen Live. Rain comes in waves over the next couple of days. Tomorrow, a cold front and strong storms, maybe even some severe storms. We'll talk about what to expect through tomorrow into your Labor Day weekend. Coming up.
More black tar heroin in here, like a brick of that. There's probably $150,000.
A brick, tar, heroin, goodness. War Acres man in federal custody after police say they uncovered fentanyl and heroin in his car. Why neighbors say they aren't surprised. The story next.
6:45 on our Wednesday morning football tomorrow night at OSU. I can't
believe
wait.
it's here. I know. We've got all the thousands of folks that are heading to Stillwater for that big game. We've got Friday Night Lights. We've got the OU game Saturday. Rocklahoma is this weekend in Pryor, which is nearly 100,000 people.
Huge
We'll be
concert.
camping all weekend.
Yeah. Are you going?
No way.
Okay.
My husband goes. No, that is.
Who's the big headliner this year,
I'll take
Lacey?
care of the baby.
I could not
does
tell
Tyler
you.
know?
She doesn't care. she loves it. People
Stab,
love it.
something or other. Some rockers, okay?
Death punch. Something.
Slipknot
Yes.
back? Oh my gosh.
Possibly. Yes. Sounds like it. I don't know. It's going to be a great time over the weekend, though. For whatever it is you're doing, Labor Day weekend is going to feel like fall. We're keeping this trend going. This morning, we're tracking some showers, some light rain, some sprinkles, some drizzle, depending on where you are. News trackers are out, and so far the commute, nothing like yesterday. That's because we have not had the heavy downpours, the widespread rain, just the light rain for now, but it is damp. So allow a little extra time. Don't get too big of a hurry and get to where you're going safely. We were talking about the cool temps, the fall-like temps, just to show you where we're headed. Looking ahead, not just next week, but the following week. Still, all the way through September 10th, we are looking at below average temperatures. And some of the latest data with the cold front that arrives, not this weekend, but the next weekend, is much stronger. Could bring some 40s and some low 50s to the state. So we are not done, and signs of real summer coming back for now not showing up over the next 2 weeks. Now, it'll get hot today in southwest Oklahoma. It'll be warm tomorrow as well ahead of a cold front, but then more changes. Cloud cover is here, and you can see the traffic there picking up on the Broadway extension. That's our American Fidelity cam. It is 67 right now. We've had rain in the Panhandle, the Northwest, through the metro, down to the south. So far, mostly dry to the north. Couple showers popping up, but this will kind of fill in through the morning. We've also had the light rain and drizzle in the metro. Heavier showers from Newcastle to Blanchard to Cole, headed to Slaughterville, Purcell. Heavy rain from Purdy to Pauls Valley and Wynnewood, crossing 35 all the way down to Ardmore. In Oklahoma City, there has been drizzle and it's been heavy at times, so roads are damp. Little thunderstorm there near Visay. A few thunderstorms near Shattuck, back to Buffalo, and back out near Slapout. And again, that's going to track to the east, where rain chances through mid-morning are the highest up to the north. Still these showers and light rain through central Oklahoma. Temperatures are in the lower mid-60s, some 50s in the northeast, and winds are about 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's a south wind, and this afternoon we dry it out. We'll see sunshine in the metro, full sun in southwest Oklahoma. It'll be hot. Meanwhile, rain continues, and you're locked in with cloud cover to the northeast, keeping temperatures in the low 70s. There'll be a big difference. Low 70s in Tulsa, 79 in Oklahoma City, 80 in Clinton, and then 90 degrees down in Altus. It's going to be hot today, and then rain chances, they do continue to the north. That continues to work its way off to the east on future Next Gen. You can see that. Might have a few downpours there, and sunshine spreads back in. So if you're already missing the sun, it returns, and we won't be all that hot in the metro. Much hotter to the southwest. Rain develops again tonight, and then we'll watch for a cold front to move in tomorrow. So we'll have a chance to warm up, and then as that boundary moves in, more storms take off. I think they'll be possibly right along 44, and then press to the south for your Thursday. And within them, we might have a few strong to severe cells. Overnight tonight, we are down into the lower and mid 60s. It'll be another cool night, pretty average for this time of year. Rain chances the highest to the north, with a 30% chance for your Thursday morning commute of any rain around. Then the cold front makes its way in, low 70s in northern Oklahoma. For the big game in Stillwater, I'll show you the forecast. It will feel like fall ball for sure. 82 OKC, mid 90s. It's hot tomorrow in southern Oklahoma. And with the heat and the instability as those storms take off, they do have a chance to produce damaging winds. That's one of the main concerns. Some lightning, some thunder, and with all the rain that we've had, some isolated flooding is possible. So we'll track that as far as what's going on in Payne County, mid 60s to or mid 70s to low 70s by the fourth quarter. Looking great for the Cowboys. For the Sooners on Saturday, 70s to the low 80s. Game is at 5 o'clock and temperatures will fall into the mid upper 70s by the fourth quarter. Looks amazing. Saturday, we're talking 78 with the chance for showers early. 20% chance of rain Sunday, guys. Labor Day looks amazing. Low 80s and another front. It's a strong one midweek next week. Back to you at the news desk.
Getting me a big one,
Yeah, this is going to be a trafficking case.
A War Acres man accused of selling fentanyl in Oklahoma City is in federal custody this morning after police raided his home. The FDA actually began investigating 63-year-old Frederick Hunsaker back in July. Neighbors say he moved into his mother's home a few years ago and has been bringing bad traffic to the neighborhood ever since.
Most of the people in that neighborhood are good people, and this was just a guy living in a house that had belonged to family, and he was the one bringing trouble to the area.
During their search, police say they found more than 3 pounds of fentanyl, heroin, and $100,000 in cash in his home and car.
Certain Oklahoma County inmates held on minor municipal complaints will soon be transferred to the Cleveland County Detention Center. The Oklahoma City Council unanimously approved that 6-month agreement yesterday. The city will pay Cleveland County $68 per inmate per day, as well as $75,000 in emergency medical costs. OCPD tells us the contract will go into effect in the near future.
Rose State College confirms the water on its campus is safe, but authorities have found Legionella, a bacteria, in the water system. It can cause a serious type of pneumonia. Campus officials tell News 9 they actually started testing the water after a patient died at a senior living facility a mile away. The Midwest City College says it's been flushing and draining the water lines. In fact, Rose State says there are no reported illnesses and the risk is low.
Mega sporting goods store Scheels set to open a location here in Oklahoma City in 2028, and some mom and pop stores are worried they'll go out of business as a result. But the owner of Lucky Lure Tackle says he's not worried about his customer base. Michael Strands says the shop is now the largest independent tackle store in the state, and that's thanks to personal touch and a knowledgeable local staff.
We have an amazing, loyal customer base that we work hard to take care of, and they take care of us in return.
Oklahoma City will be Scheels' second location in our state. The other is in Tulsa.
6:51 your time right now. Let's get a check of traffic. Our news tracker, Stephen Owsley, is out here at this scene. This is at Northeast 13th and Stonewall. Looks like some commotion going on there. We're trying to confirm exactly what happened here. But again, police are investigating, so this doesn't look like it's causing too many traffic issues. Of course, here on the other side of the road, you see traffic getting by. So we're working to confirm with police what exactly was the incident here. Of course, as soon as those updates come in, we'll bring them to you.
There's a sense of shame because you know what you're going through behind closed doors, and you don't want to talk to people about that.
That is UCO's head football coach, Adam Dorrell. He will be back on the sidelines after a DUI arrest in April in Edmond. The coach sits down for a one-on-one conversation with our Toby Rowland. What Coach Dorrell says led to his struggle with addiction and how he's working towards change. Watch our special report with Toby Rowland tonight at 10 on News 9.
Coming up on the Coca-Cola porch, registration now open for Science Museum Oklahoma's biggest event of the year, Discover Fest, and this time it's free. See the hands-on experience waiting for families. Don't miss it at 9 a.m.
I want to take you real quick back out to this breaking news here on 13th Street, Northeast 13th. This is Stonewall Avenue. Looks like police have pulled somebody over. There's an incident that's happened here. It's unclear exactly what happened. We're still working with police to confirm, but according to our news tracker, it sounds like it could be clearing soon. But just a heads up if you're there on Stonewall. This is between Stonewall and Kelly on Northeast 13th. You might see some commotion there. We'll bring you updates as soon as they come in.
Watching that weather out the door this morning, Lacey.
Roads are damp again. We've had some drizzles, some light rain, some heavier downpours to the south, and we're tracking thunderstorms in northwest Oklahoma. We'll have updates through the 7 o'clock hour.
All right, thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. Make it a great one. We'll have more after 7.